Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on the ample qualities that a woman can attain in order to be adored by more people. So, what are some of the qualities that a woman can attain in order to be adored by more people? Without further ado, without further delay, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Fortunately, much to your relief, much to your elation, and much to your gratification, there are a copious amount of disparate qualities that a woman is at liberty to attain in order to be adored by more people. A woman is at liberty to be kind, compassionate, empathetic, sympathetic, hospitable, generous, altruistic, philanthropic, and magnanimous, if she so chooses to do so. If she attains certain qualities, characteristics, traits, and attributes, she is going to subsequently be all the more apt, all the more poised, and all the more primed to be adored by more people. A woman can become highly knowledgeable, highly competent, and highly adept in her niche field of expertise if she so chooses to do so. She can also become highly confident, highly motivated, highly self-disciplined, and highly zealous if she so chooses to do so. She is a pioneer of her own destiny. She can forge her own pathway in life. She should do everything in her purview in order to thrust her life into a forward movement trajectory. In life, you never want to regress. You never want to be impeded, nor stifled, nor stymied, nor encumbered, nor obstructed. You should never stagnate. You should always do everything in your purview to pull yourself out of the muck and mire and to thrust your life in a forward movement trajectory. Not settle for insipid mediocrity. Actualize your latent potential. Reach your overarching goals. Reach your higher aspirations. You can live your life to its fullest. You can reap the most out of life if you so choose to do so. You can make inroads towards attaining unprecedented success if you so choose to do so. Even though the future is enigmatic and obscured beyond the veil of time, we are pioneers of our own destinies, and we have the latent potential to surmount seemingly insurmountable challenges. We have the latent potential to overcome failure. We have the latent potential to get ahead in life if we are eager enough to do so by implementing the requisite measures that are deemed necessary to be able to move on to the next phase in our lives. Typically, to get to the next phase in your life, you need to be able to become profoundly successful so that you have the requisite wealth needed to be able to afford to finance your higher level needs, higher level wants, and higher level desires, which can be expensive to assuage. Even attaining basic needs is a cost prohibitive expense for most people to afford to attain. However, that's a topic for another video. So, the qualities that a woman can attain to be adored by more people are unequivocally multitudinous. She is at liberty to become virtuous. She's at liberty to become righteous. You should always be virtuous, righteous, and moral. A woman is also at liberty to be caring towards other people. A woman can even embrace an optimistic outlook on life and a success mindset if she so chooses to do so. Her frame of mind is not immutable. It can be revamped. It can be upended. She does not need to harbor any inimical, insalubrious, toxic thoughts in the chasms of her mind. She should expunge any insalubrious sauce from the bowels of her mind and not only embrace an optimistic outlook on life and cultivate an abundance mindset, but she should also harbor a higher positive to negative thought ratio. Her mind should not be tainted with stressors, fears, anxieties, worries, nor thoughts of despair. Her mind should be replete with thoughts of success, optimism, auspiciousness, blissfulness, and prosperity. Your frame of mind can be revamped. It is not immutable. A woman can also become inspirational to other people if she so chooses to do so. She is at liberty to live an exciting, inspirational, interesting, enthralling, exhilarating, meritorious, fulfilling, and meaningful life if she so chooses to do so. She can be exemplary to others if she so chooses to do so. She can be a role model to others who other people aspire to be like if she so chooses to do so. She is not pigeonholed. She is not siloed. She is not confined to living her life a certain way to appease implacable, unappeasable individuals. Certain individuals are unappeasable and are often livid, irate, and belligerent. Their anger can typically never be quelled nor tempered. However, that is another topic for another video. It just does not make a modicum of sense to live a life that revolves around appeasing an implacable individual when you have the latent potential to tread down your own pathway in life and strive to actualize your latent potential and live your life to its utmost fullest. You can reach your higher aspirations and your overarching goals, or at least make a valiant, earnest, diligent attempt to do so, which is better than not trying at all. You do not want to live a life that is fraught with misgivings, qualms, nor regrets. So many people have been able to reach your higher aspirations and overarching goals, and you can follow suit of doing so if you are capable of doing so, which you are. So, a woman should focus on optimizing her overall health. She should embrace health optimization measures. If you succumb to poor health, it is going to undermine your well-being. It is going to increase your mortality rate, and is more than likely going to induce distress, inflammation, and it can even induce insufferable, excruciating, unbearable pain if you contract a lethal, perilous, deleterious, chronic disease as a result of neglecting to optimize your health. You should do everything in your purview to preempt succumbing to a deleterious, lethal, noxious, hazardous, chronic disease. You should do everything in your purview to optimize your overall health. You want to be able to amplify your longevity, attenuate inflammation markers, decrease your mortality rate, and reap the ample health benefits appertaining to having vigorous, stellar, robust health. Aim to attain optimal health. It is also conducive to allowing you to maximize your attractiveness. In order to further maximize their attractiveness, people are keen on undergoing plastic facial surgery. However, if you are reticent about undergoing plastic facial, let me revamp that. If you are reticent about undergoing plastic facial surgery for whatever reason, then you can forgo doing so. And your current level of attractiveness can be maximized if you are embracing health optimization measures that are conducive to allowing you to maximize your attractiveness. You want to be able to attain vibrant skin. You do not want your skin to sag, nor have wrinkles, nor fine lines develop on your epidermis. So you want to decelerate the aging process. You want to be able to stymie the aging process, and embracing health optimization measures is conducive to allowing you to maximize your attractiveness. Lamentably, looks degrade over time. However, that process can be decelerated and can be stymied if you're willing to embrace health optimization measures. A woman can live a highly accomplished life if she so chooses to do so. She should strive to reach her higher aspirations and overarching goals. She can be a benefactor to the world if she so chooses to do so. A woman is at liberty to live her life to its fullest if she so chooses to do so. There are plenty of qualities, attributes, characteristics, and traits that a woman can attain if she chooses to do so. When you have desirable qualities, characteristics, traits, and attributes, you will be all the more apt, all the more poised, and all the more primed to be adored by other people as a woman. If you have undesirable qualities, attributes, traits, and characteristics, then it will be a disservice to you to desist, abstain, and refrain from replacing those undesirable qualities, traits, attributes, and characteristics with desirable qualities, traits, attributes, and characteristics. Your physical attributes are not immutable. People undergo plastic facial surgery for the prospect of augmenting their attractiveness. Even people want to amplify their height, undergo leg lengthening surgery in order to be able to amplify their height by 4 to 8 inches. So, You have the latent potential to change over time as you deem fit. The qualities, traits, characteristics, and attributes that you embrace should ideally be desirable and not undesirable. When other people adore you, it is easier to be inducted into more social circles. It is easier to cultivate a robust behemoth network, and it is easier to be furnished with opportunities by the gatekeepers of opportunities. When more people adore you, it's easier to become profoundly successful as an entrepreneur. If people detest, disdain, resent, and despise you, then it renders your life more cumbersome, more arduous, and more ineffably difficult. So there are a myriad of benefits appertaining to being adored by other people. But perhaps the best quality that a woman can attain to be adored by other people is being righteous, virtuous, and moral. It is just admirable to be upstanding. Why is it always deemed to be admirable to be upstanding? Well, in life you always want to implement moral, virtuous, and righteous decisions. And doing so allows you to become a better person. So I hope that you deem this video to be enthralling, insightful, captivating, riveting, mesmerizing, and of course, informative. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.